welcome back to my channel. I wanted to get on here and talk to you about two little tips that I use when using my Perfectly Posh skincare. Tip number one is using a brush to apply your face masks. So we have a little mask kit that's got 3 little mini masks in it, and it comes with a brush. This is just a makeup brush that I had. When I go to retire my makeup brushes, if it's a nice flat one like this, I retire it to my mask drawer, and I use a brush to apply my masks. So you can use such little product, but yet get such an even application when you use when you use a brush to apply your mask. And as you'll see, it really does give a nice coating, but uses so very little product. So I really like it because it's economical in that way, and plus it kind of feels fancy applying my mask with a brush. And just for fun, I have actually a couple different masks to apply with my brush because you can switch it up just like that. You just dip right into your kale face, if you so choose, and apply like that. It's really great because there's this trend, and it's funny to me how it's a trend, and I'm gonna switch it up and go with a little of our discontinued sea witch just because I love it. This trend is cropping up of what's called multi-masking. So people are using, and it's pretty curious to me because I have done this all of my life, ever since my mom was a Mary Kay lady. People are using different masks on different sections of their face, so it customizes. Of course, change masks, you can dip it into whatever, but see how much this brush has allowed me to really thin out my product. Now with Posh masks, you don't have to cake it on. You don't need a real thick, opaque layer. You just need this thin layer, and this is going to get right to work doing what it needs to do. So that's tip number one. Tip number one is to use a brush to apply your face masks because it really applies a nice even layer, but also a thin layer, so you're not wasting a lot of product. Just rinse the brush out after and you're good to go. Tip number two is this whole trend of multi-masking. I've done this for as long as I can remember. I put my acne mask in my T-zone, a moisturizing mask around the outer, whatever works for your skin. You know your skin and you know what you need. So you want to customize your mask experience. I've got 3 masks here. I'm using Kale Face, Sea Witch, and Drop Dead Gorgeous. You could use 6 masks, you could use 2 masks, whatever. But using a brush kind of makes it feel a little luxurious as I'm applying, plus it makes sense to use a brush, plus it targets those areas. So if you have an oily T-zone, that oily T-zone really needs a different kind of mask treatment than maybe your dry patches on your chin, or then maybe the reddened cheeks. Whatever your skin is, obviously there's a bazillion different computations that we could have for skin, but you really are able to customize, so it's fantastic. So yeah, I customized my 3 masks, applied them with my brush, and of course, it just wouldn't be right if I didn't make mention of the game changers. This serum and cream combo is amazing. Your skin will thank you. You absolutely need to march right over to jessicaposh.com and check those guys out right there. But in the meantime, grab an old makeup brush, a fan brush, any kind of brush really that's got like that pointed, thin, flat design. That's going to be fine for applying your masks. So how do you apply your masks? Have you ever used a brush? Are you gonna try using a brush? I would love to hear about it, and if you like my tip, I'll talk to you soon.